Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been following the NFL and especially the Washington Commanders lately, you know that the buzz around the team has been intense, to say the least. And no, it's not just about what's happening on the field but what's going on off it, particularly in the wide receiver room. The situation with Terry McLaurin has been the main topic of conversation among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. This guy McLaurin has been the heart and soul of the Commanders' offense for years. He's been a model of consistency, a player who has surpassed 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons, with his rookie year being the only exception. Last season, he truly broke out, catching 82 passes for 196 yards and adding 13 touchdowns. That's the kind of production every team dreams of from their top receiver, and McLaurin has delivered time and time again. Yet, despite his clear value on the field, things haven't been smooth in negotiations with the team. The front office has been firm in their stance, and unfortunately, those negotiations have hit a stalemate. This has led McLaurin to request a trade, and now, the atmosphere around the team is getting pretty tense. And you can imagine, with training camp already underway and the season just around the corner, this situation could get pretty complicated. The Commanders have been known for their resilience, but losing a player of McLaurin's caliber without a clear resolution could shake up their plans significantly. The team's management is in a difficult spot, trying to balance the need to keep their star wide receiver happy and motivated while also managing their salary cap and roster construction. But here's the thing, they can't afford to be without depth at that position. Wide receiver is a vital part of any offense, especially with Jayden Daniels, the young quarterback, trying to find his rhythm and develop chemistry with his weapons. Losing McLaurin would be a huge blow, not just in terms of talent, but also leadership and consistency. So, what options does Washington really have right now? Well, one thing that's been discussed quite a bit is the possibility of bringing in a veteran wide receiver to bolster the roster. And that's where Amari Cooper comes into the picture. Cooper, as you probably know, is currently a free agent. Last season, he split time between the Bills and Browns, putting up 20 catches for 297 yards and 2 touchdowns with Buffalo, then 24 catches for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns with Cleveland. It wasn't the most spectacular year for Cooper, but he's still a proven player with a lot of experience and a knack for making clutch catches. And for a team like Washington, which is very much in win-now mode, adding a player like Cooper could be a game-changer. Having Cooper on the roster alongside Deebo Samuel and McLaurin, or, in this case, with McLaurin possibly on his way out, would give the Commanders one of the most dangerous trios in the NFL. Cooper's a possession receiver who can make tough catches in traffic and move the chains when you need him most. He's a reliable veteran, and even if last season was a bit underwhelming, he's motivated to prove that he still has what it takes to be a top-tier receiver. Teams have been cautious about signing him, but that's often because of the salary demands and the perceived risk. The truth is, Cooper's skill set still fits perfectly with Washington's offensive scheme, especially with the way Jayden Daniels has been developing as a quarterback. Now, think about it. If the Commanders sign Cooper, that gives them a lot of leverage in negotiations with McLaurin. It's a classic move in the NFL. You add depth and talent, and suddenly, the pressure on the star player to stay or leave shifts a bit. It's not just about replacing McLaurin if he leaves. It's about making sure the team remains competitive, especially in a division as tough as the NFC East. The Eagles are loaded, the Cowboys are always a threat, and even the Giants are looking to improve. Washington understands that they need to maximize every opportunity to put a winning product on the field. And let's not forget, signing Cooper isn't just about filling a gap, it's about sending a message. The Commanders are serious about contending this season. They want to be in the thick of the playoff race, maybe even competing for the division title. The addition of Cooper, with his veteran presence and proven production, could be exactly what the offense needs to take that next step. It also gives the team some insurance if McLaurin's trade request results in him leaving the team. Because, let's be honest, no one really knows what will happen with McLaurin just yet. But Washington is playing it smart. They're preparing for all scenarios. Think about the impact this could have on the entire offense. Jaden Daniels, still young and developing, would have a solid target in Cooper, someone who can create separation and make those difficult catches in critical moments. Cooper's experience in high-pressure situations could be invaluable for a quarterback trying to find his footing in the league. And with Samuel also in the mix, Washington's passing attack could be one of the most dynamic in the NFC. Having a core of Cooper, Samuel, and McLaurin if he stays would give defenses nightmares, and it would open up so many possibilities for play calling. From a broader perspective, this move also signals Washington's intent to make a strong push toward the postseason. They're not just building for the future, they're aiming for that Super Bowl run. Every addition, every move in the offseason is part of that bigger picture. The Commanders have been pretty aggressive this offseason, and bringing in Cooper could be the latest step in their quest to become serious contenders. Fans are excited, and rightfully so. The energy is high, the expectations are rising, and the team's management knows that every choice they make now could define the season. As for the NFC East, this potential signing could have ripple effects. If Washington manages to bring Cooper in and stabilize their receiver core, it could make the division even more competitive. The Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants are all looking to improve, but Washington might just have found a secret weapon. The division races are shaping up to be intense once again, and every team will be fighting tooth and nail for supremacy. The Commanders are clearly making bold moves, and this could be a defining moment for their 2025 season. Now, I want to highlight that everything hinges on how the negotiations with McLaurin unfold. If he ends up staying, then Cooper becomes a fantastic complementary piece. If McLaurin does get traded, Cooper's signing could help cushion the blow and keep the offense afloat. Either way, it's a smart move, and it shows that Washington is not messing around. They're willing to make bold decisions to ensure they're in the mix for a playoff run and, ultimately, a shot at that elusive Super Bowl. And that's what makes this offseason so interesting for Washington fans. The team is clearly committed to winning now, and they're not afraid to make moves that might seem risky but are necessary for their ambitions. The addition of a veteran like Cooper, with his experience and skill set, could be just what the doctor ordered to elevate the entire team. The offense, the division, the entire NFC landscape, it's all about positioning for that championship push. So folks, what do you think? Do you believe Cooper is the missing piece for Washington this season? Will McLaurin stay or go? How do you see the offense shaping up once everything settles? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the team. And as always, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news on the Washington Commanders. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's get ready for an exciting NFL season ahead. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.